Hello, welcome to the NYCCP HUNY 10-year anniversary celebration. I'm Allison Batone, Executive Director, and today you're going to hear from present and past board members, present and past HUNY staff, and they're going to share with you their experience around how HUNY NYCCP was created, its greatest impact, how incredible our teams are at collaboration, and just general excitement about the future. I've been here now for a little over 2.5 years, and we have really transformed in a very short period of time. And that's really due to every individual HUNY staff member and board member as we have responded to the changes. So thank you again for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the discussion.
My understanding is that Western New York Care Coordination Program was created by several stakeholders with a goal of transforming the systems of care to better meet the needs of people with severe mental illness. There was a focus on person-centered planning, evidence-based practice, and peer and family engagement. And based on this pioneering work, which demonstrated improvement outcomes, other organizations joined, and it evolved to New York Care Coordination Program. With Medicaid redesign and the advent of health homes in New York State, it made sense for New York Care Coordination, through its extensive work in practice transformation and its pioneering work in person-centered planning, to play a major role in the administration of a system that empowers individuals and the organizations that serve them. So my favorite part about collaborating with the HUNY team was the passion that each person brought to the job every single day. Everyone had a different skill, and we were able to blend that into solving problems, implementing new ideas, and infusing different perspectives into the decision-making process, all leading to a better outcome for the member. That was always our focus. And that's what I appreciated most about the team in our collaboration, that the member was always at the center of whatever it was that we were doing. When we think about the future of HUNY, we think about the continuity of the program. So this program has been in existence for over 10 years and has been doing well. I see it continuing for a number of years to come. You know, we talk about getting the member the help that they need, helping the member, linking them with supports. And ideally, we would want to get to a world where you would not need a HUNY. But we also recognize that given the environment that we're in, we'll always need a HUNY. And we'll need an organization that's caring, that's empathetic, that's passionate about the work that they're doing. And that's why I'm excited about HUNY and the future, because I think HUNY has a staff who are willing and capable to do this. And HUNY has a management team that is committed to the end goal of improving the life of New Yorkers. That's why I'm excited about the future of HUNY.
To pay attention to the needs of people who had been diagnosed with psychiatric disabilities, and to surround them with a full array of services, including particularly care coordination or case management, to implement person-centered planning programs. CCSI at that time did a great deal of research for us about the impact of our efforts in person-centered planning on the lives of people. And we were able to document statistically reductions in homelessness, reductions in emergency room admissions, and we thought that there might be some reductions in contacts with the criminal justice system, all the kinds of outcomes that you hope for. It focused primarily on behavioral health services, but with a lot of attention to transitions of care, to making sure that people were connected if they were hospitalized to outpatient services, that they had a place to live, that had somebody looking out for them, all those good things. And we set up a corporation called New York Care Coordination Program, Inc. And the acronym is NYCCP, and that was the name that was known to everybody. And it had a tremendous amount of brand value with the policymakers in Albany and with the community. And the money kept flowing in. We had a lot of, we had financial support when we needed it. And we kind of kept rolling with the idea of health homes. So we jumped into the health home world, and in cooperation with with provider organizations throughout the area that we served, set up health homes. And we set it up with NYCCP at that time, acting as the hub and the management support hub for the enterprise of developing health home programs throughout the Western and Central New York regions, and in cooperation with what became the lead health homes, to be supportive of direct care providers, to enable them as much as possible, to have them collaborate together and pool their resources, and by doing so, enable them to do more than they could have done on their own. And so NYCCP stayed neutral and provided the management backbone for the health home program. And it has grown from there. Over time, the HHUNY brand kind of took over. When it was set up, it was Health Homes of Upstate New York. We presented ourselves to the universe as HHUNY. And in the last 4 or 5 years, I guess, the HHUNY identity has taken over, and the NYCCP identity has faded, and the HHUNY brand has value. There are a lot of vulnerable people out there. The healthcare system is not really good at paying attention to vulnerable people, particularly to vulnerable people who some people would like to forget. And this group has always done a really good job of cooperating with one another to try to do their best to reach out to people in need, and to surround them with as much support as might be available, and to surround them with the help they need it's hard to do, and it requires a lot of intention, it requires a lot of energy, it requires some sophistication, and it can't be done alone. And I think that the fact that this effort has continued all these years, and that the group has stayed together all these years, and they've carried out that idea in response to shifts in the larger environment, the larger policy environment, the larger financial environment, larger political environment, that they've been able to carry on all those years and to pay attention to folks, and to implement some programs that have some documented success in helping people to get there, to make it through the territory. I think that's an achievement. It's well positioned to take advantage of opportunities as they come along. I think that Allison is doing a really good job, to keep everybody happy, to try to keep everybody's interests aligned as much as possible, to resolve problems when they come up. It's not easy, and on top of that, to have a vision of moving forward and the energy to try. I think that's that takes a special person. I think Allison's doing well. So I think that's reason for optimism.
My name is Ann Wilder, president of Coordinated Care Services, a nonprofit organization working with local government, provider agencies, provider networks, and schools all across upstate New York. I am very pleased to be able to share this message of congratulations to all of the staff, board members, and many community partners celebrating the 10th anniversary of Health Homes of Upstate New York, or HHUNY. CCSI has had the privilege of partnering with HHUNY for many of its 10 years, as well as with the organizations that gave rise to HHUNY, the Western New York Care Coordination Program, and later the New York Care Coordination Program. And while the organization has certainly grown and evolved, your core focus on finding innovative ways to meet the needs of individuals struggling with significant mental health challenges continues to shine through in all that you do. HHUNY's foundation was built on a strong belief in person-centered planning, in peer and family engagement. that individuals in need to be at the center, and the services and supports available within our system should be culturally responsive and driven by the things that are most important to the people seeking care. We know that when this happens, people recover and thrive, and they can live the lives they want to live. Thank you for this opportunity to help you celebrate this important milestone and for the work that HHUNY and its many dedicated partners across the state are doing to build toward a system of care that meets the needs of those who need it most.